Good evening, everyone. This is Coach A checking in from the second floor of Pioneer Street Market, also known as PSM. This is located inside HMR parking compound across TV5 along Reliance Street from the city of Mandaluyong. Okay, you're joining me for Kapehan Night. Kapehan Night is our weekly coaching session, and during Tuesday, we talk about life, marriage, relationship, money, career, under the sun. Lahat po ng gusto nyong pag-usapan. Actually, lahat ng gusto nyong pag-usapan pero ayaw ninyong upuan at ayaw nyong huminto. So here I am, your coach, Coach A. I'm a certified life coach, and normally on a Tuesday, I share things with you, okay, that I know of interest to you, but you are afraid, you are scared, or you simply don't want to discuss it openly with people. If you are joining me live tonight, or if you are watching this on a replay, good evening, and thank you for tuning in. Okay, this is one topic that I believe, okay, you are gonna be blessed, and to be blessed is also an opportunity for you to bless other people. So if you may want to share this video, this link, okay, please do so, and I know a lot of people will be blessed. Before I proceed, I want to take this moment, okay, to take really the honor, the privilege to say thank you to the Sabala families, okay, all the way to Leyte, okay, Palo, Tacloban, okay. We were there, my daughter and I were there last weekend, over the weekend. We've launched live coaching, okay, we've done live coaching for the family of Coach K. Sabala. Okay, and we've done, okay, hi Coach Jendi, thank you for tuning in. We've done also live coaching 101, and we've got very, very positive feedback and response from the people of Tacloban. So magandang gabi. Actually, it's the whole of Leyte because we have attendees from Samar. So to the Sabala family, maraming salamat po. And as MacArthur said, I shall return. I'll see you on November 6 for live coaching 101, November 7 and 8 for live coach certification. So sa lahat po ng sasama, magpalista na kay Coach Candy. Yeah, that's true. That's confirmed. We will be having life coach certification program, okay, in Leyte, in Tacloban. Tacloban City, actually, November 8 is the 5th year anniversary of the Yolanda. It was by far the biggest tragedy that hit Tacloban, and I think for the last 4 years they would celebrate it with mourning, with grieving, but it's a holiday in Tacloban. It's a holiday for the whole city. And for November 8 this year, as they celebrate the 5th year, we are celebrating it with birthing something new. Life coaching will be right there. Okay, we're groundbreaking on November 7 and 8. So if you are from Tacloban, you're from Samar. If you're from Region 8, we will be there on November 7 and 8. We've got postings in Life Coach Philippines. You can contact with Coach K. Coach K. Sabala is right now in Tacloban. So nandiyan na po siya ngayon, naka-base na po siya, so you can connect with her and make arrangement for the 2-day certification program. Alright, and we've got a lot of people in the house who are first-timers. Pwede po bang makita ang kamay ng mga first-timers? Okay? Oo, sa lahat ng bago, magandang gabi, thank you so much. Hindi po can sound, okay, yung naririnig ninyo, we have really people on the floor, and for those of you who always ask, Coach, bakit hindi sila nakikita? There are two things. That's for privacy, okay, because they came over to have this really moment for themselves. Number two, that is the blessing of being here on floor. You meet beautiful people and beautiful souls. So if you have a tamo during Tuesday and Thursday, I invite you to come and meet beautiful people in the house. How many beautiful people in the house we have tonight? Wala? To all our certified life coaches and coaches to be, magandang gabi, thank you. Thank you for the continuous learning, okay, the desire, okay, to be continuously be fueled, to continuously be nourished, and to continuously be getting new things every time we commune and every time we connect. Every time you come to Decaf Coffee Republic. I'm a certified life coach, and there are two things that I do for those of you who are seeing me for the first time. Just in case we have not met ever, if you are watching this on a replay, I'm Coach A. I empower people back to life of freedom, joy, happiness. Okay, I empower people to take control of their lives because that's the only thing that you can take control. That's your life. Okay, so my personal advocacy is mental wellness. We empower people to be mentally fit so they can stay alive and live beautifully. Who are the people in the house living beautifully? Yes, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's what we do. Okay, and personally, I really believe that regardless of your mental conditions, regardless of your mental challenges, okay, you have the power to live beautifully. You can be functional, okay, regardless of your mental sickness, whether you are clinically diagnosed. In fact, in this place, we have a lot of clinically diagnosed people, okay? People who feel that they need to be diagnosed, but whatever is your mental conditions, whatever is your mental state, you are welcome in this house, and we believe that you can be functional and you can live beautifully. Every Saturday, okay? The time captain for that is Coach Candy, okay? And being helped by Coach Teen, Coach Maureen, and Coach Hasmin. We are doing live coaching for mental wellness. That's a free coaching every Saturday. So just in case you're free, come over Saturday 5 p.m. Right? Okay, so again, and for those of you who are interested to be a life coach, I'd like to invite you. We've got a series of life coaching 101. But on Monday, I'm doing it specifically. Okay, I'm doing the life coaching 101 this Monday, 7 o'clock in this house. Okay, what's different with life coaching 101 that I will be conducting this Monday is I'm going to breathe in, all right, the value of life coaching to mental well-being. Okay, I'm not talking about mental sickness. I'm talking about mental well-being. And I believe every one of us should benefit from living mentally fit, mentally well, okay? And every one of us should know what it means to be having a mental well-being that is, okay, ano meron dyan? At may mga kumakaway-kaway talaga tayo. So may mga pictures ba dyan? Okay? Alright? So many times, okay, when you talk about mental health, you talk about illness. Tama? Okay, tama ba? Okay. I wanna dive into on Monday and talk about mental well-being. So whether sinabi mo sa akin, Coach, wala akong sakit, okay? Hindi ko kailangan ng doktor. Hindi po ako doktor. I'm a life coach, okay? On Monday, I invite you to come over and let's talk about mental well-being and how life coaching, okay, can really help you live mentally well despite life stresses. Sino dito ang stress sa buhay? May kakilala kang stress? Okay, may kakilala kang mukhang stress? Okay? At kilala mo yung stressors mo? Okay, dalhin mo sa Monday. Kausapin natin. Okay ba? Alright, so tonight we're going to be talking about vulnerability. Okay, what does it mean to be vulnerable? Okay, to be vulnerable is, what is it to be vulnerable? How do you know you are being vulnerable? You open up? Ano po? Okay. I used to have I had a client before, and I think this one is gonna be very, very common. You might heard of a similar story. This is common. I have one client before, and the story goes like, she is so much in pain, okay, because she was vulnerable to someone, sharing all her life's experiences, her past, all her stories, okay, with the hope and with the promise, okay, of a beautiful relationship. Okay, how many will you connect with that, right? Do you remember who are married people in the house? Okay, who've got people who've been in the relationship? Nagkaroon ka na ng romantic relationship, inisip, teka, nanay, tatay, romantic relationship. You've got it? Alright, okay. So, by the way, gusto ko lang batiin yung anak ni Coach Jendy. She's so cute. Sabi daw niya kay Mami kanina, Mami, pwedeng humiram ng phone. I'm gonna watch Coach A, diba? So lovely. Hi, Hailey, if you're watching. Hi, Coach Celia. We miss you on floor. Okay. You remember during dating time or getting to know stage when... May nagre-react na. Okay. Chill. Woo! Vulnerable. Sakto. Relationship. Alright. Okay. During the time you are dating, during the first few weeks or few dates, okay, that you are really getting to know each other, you were vulnerable with that. Yeah? Come on. Diba yung puso mo tumitibok-tibok? Diba? Okay. Tapos kahit hindi mo naman gusto, masaya ka pa rin. Diba? And those are the times, okay, or moments where you are vulnerable and you are in a position that talagang isi-share mo kung anong meron sa buhay mo. Come on now. You remember that? Okay. Tapos dahil masaya ka, kahit yung mga hindi mo sinasabi or parang hindi mo naman gustong sabihin, lumalabas. Okay. So I have one client who had this moment dating, and getting to know moment with the man who promised, okay, who had the promise and laid an intention of a relationship. Okay? So sa mga nag-date na, okay, alam niyo yung ganung feeling? Pag feeling, wala akong pakialam, coach. Basta alam niyo yung feeling, kayo na lang kausapin ko. Di ba? If you can connect, if you're watching online, okay, give me some thumbs up, okay, give me some emoji, o sige, heart na lang, kasi puso ang kinukwento ko. And when my client came to me, he said, I really hate this man. I really hate this man. Okay? Because at the climax, okay, when everything was shared, when everything was exposed, when everything was discussed, and you know how it goes when there are stories na kahit hindi na okay sa'yo, anong sinasagot mo pa rin? Okay lang. Come on now. Yun totoo. Right? Pag may kausap kayo, tapos nagkukwento, tapos yung kinukwento niya, hindi nyo na gusto, sinasabi mo ba talaga, right, stop right there, ayoko yung kwento mo. Come on now. What's the truth? Most of the time, anong ginagawa nyo? Okay lang. Diba? Yung tinatanong ka, okay lang ba i-share ko sa iyo to? Ano sasabihin mo? Okay lang. Tapos after na sa dulo na naiinis ka o ayaw mo yung sinabi, tapos tatanungin ka, so how do you find my story? Ano sagot? Okay lang. Tama. Okay, di ba? So, kung ikaw yung tumatanggap ng ganong comments, alright, ano mararamdaman mo? Coach Mix, Coach Jasmine, and Coach John, okay, watching daw. Hello, magandang gabi. Okay, anong pakiramdam? Okay, kapag yung nagkukwento ka talaga ng very, very personal sa'yo, very important, tapos sabi nung kasama mo, wag, grabe ganon, I understand, I feel you, I hear you, tama, and then with all the sympathy and with all the facial expressions. So how do you feel? Safe, accepted, and okay lang. Tama? So anong mararamdaman mo kung pagkatapos hindi na siya nagpakita? Anong mararamdaman mo? Tapos nung tinatawagan mo na siya, the number you dial is not in service. Paano kung cannot be reached? Paano kung sin zone ka na, tapos maya-maya naka-block ka na? Tapos sumunod, unfriend ka na. O yan, okay lang tayo, Bernacen, upo tayo, okay? Gusto mo po dito upo? Saan mo po gusto umupo? Oh. Coach Mick, sabi niya, we tolerate. Tama ba? Two ways. Pag kayo po yung sinasharean, pag kayo po yung kinakwentuhan, pag kayo po yung the person is being vulnerable enough and sharing their hearts out, kahit po hindi ninyo gusto yung sinasabi, di ba you tolerate? And you kind of agree. Correct? Okay. So what happens to the person, so here's the thing, I have a client, okay, we are under disclosure, non-disclosure, so hindi niyo po makukuha yung buong kwento, but I want to share with you the gist, which I believe is a common, okay. So after some time, hindi na po nagpakita. Okay? At nawala na lang po talagang parang bula. Okay? So here's a client, here's a person who felt really, really, really bad. Okay? Would you connect kung kayo yon, ganun din ang mararamdaman nyo? Okay. But here's the thing. She came over and said, I really hate this man, with all the rant. But do you know what? More than all those ranting about the man who just left without a word or even an explanation or even the courtesy, just to treat her as a woman, okay? If you are a man, if you're watching, yung mga men in the house, if you're single, don't do that to a woman, okay? When you start dating a woman and you feel that you don't want to continue, please tell the woman, okay? Coach, masakit yun, sabihin mo pa rin, okay? Don't leave the woman hanging, okay? By the way, I had someone who connected with me online, and she is waiting for what she believes is her first love. At binibreak niya lahat. Okay, for the longest time, she's not into a relationship. And then lahat ng mga relationship niya, binibreak niya because she is waiting for her first love. And then after talking for some time, I found out that the first love, hindi naging sila. Hinintay lang niya mag-propose, never nag-propose. Tapos hanggang ngayon, naghihintay pa din siya. Okay? She is from nagpunta na siya ng abroad, umuwi na naman siya, pumunta na naman siya dun sa hometown, waiting na manligaw at maging sila. Alam niyo po ba kung ilang taon na ang lumilipas? 28 years na po. Opo. Tapos ang tanong niya sa akin, so coach, walang pag-asa, hindi naging kami? 28 years na. She's been waiting for 28 years. Yeah. She had a very beautiful life outside. She's an OFW and she returned back to the, well, actually, hindi po sikreto to because sabi nga niya, kinukwento na daw niya to kung kani-kanino para daw po mapagsabihan siya. Tapos lagi, sabi ko, anong sabi nila sa'yo? Sabi po nila, hindi naman kami naging kami. Kaya nga po, naglakas loob na akong tanungin kayo, Coach, meron bang pag-asang kami o naging kami ba talaga? Pero sabi naman niya, gusto niya ako maging kaibigan. At sinabi naman niya, maganda ang lips ko, maganda ang cheeks ko, ganon. Oo. Pero sinabi po niyang mahiyain lang siya. So kami po ba talaga, may pag-asa po bang maging kami after 28 years? There's no easy way to break somebody's heart. Coach Mix naman. So ano, Coach Mix, paghintayin mo talaga ng 28 years? 30. Okay, so 28 years na po siya naghihintay. I have a personal friend, okay, who's been waiting for someone to lay an intention dahil lagi naman daw nagpaparamdam. Okay, just wanna say hello to my brother. Okay, so my brother, biological, kapatid ko talaga yan. Okay, hi bro. Who's been waiting for the man to lay the intention 14 years. But when I met this person online for 28 years, sabi ko, ang tindi mo talaga. Mas, okay. So anyhow, going back to my kwento, ito lang po yung nangyari sa client. So we were talking, so galit na galit siya. But at the end of the day, at the end of the talk, at the end of 1 hour, this is what was really evident. The main issue was, she hates herself so much. She hates herself for shaming herself. She hates herself for being vulnerable. She felt she have given away all her power. Okay? Oo, wag daw kasing paasa, sabi ni Coach John. Sabihin agad. Okay. She felt that when she was honest, she was really sharing her stories. She was being vulnerable and she felt she was so stupid to just give that power away. So she was in pain. She was really angry, not because the relationship did not push through, or not because the man never showed up, but really she's beating herself. She really hates herself. So I don't know if you can connect with me. How many of you have felt that? Feeling mo ang tanga-tanga mo, di ba? Yung feeling mo, ano ba yun? Ba't hindi ko naisip? Yes, I'm hearing some yes in the house. Okay lang, pwede mag-yes. Kung nanonood ka, pwede kang mag-thumbs up. Pwede. You feel that you have exposed yourself and you feel that, I feel like stupid. Narinig niyo yan? Minsan may ganun kayo? I feel like stupid. And the problem is, when we go through this kind of seasons, when we got this kind of episodes with someone who didn't get to value our vulnerability and didn't get to really protect our trust, what happened is we feel so devastated. Connect? Correct? You feel devastated. Okay. You may not have the same experience as my client, but I'm sure you would agree with me that there are times, there were moments in your life that you had the same experience, maybe not romantic, but maybe with an office mate, maybe with the siblings, maybe with a family member, maybe with somebody from the church, that you start thinking, should I be open? Should I be vulnerable? Should I be giving away tama? The power. Correct? Tinatapos yung statement ko. I'm sure you can connect. Kung makaka-connect ka sa akin, ngitian mo lang ako at kumindat ka. Kasi para, Coach, diba? Now, would you look inside your heart today? Just have a mental picture of who you are today. And would you tell me how many times you have this tendency to be a chameleon? What is a chameleon? Come on now. What is a chameleon? You're changing colors. And you just kind of, what? Blend. Ano ba? Kind of goes along with it. So how many of you would agree with me that if you just look through the eyes of your reality, okay, you have been living a life of chameleon at one point in your life? Yes? Okay, who can connect? Who can connect? Okay. How many times you have thought of ayoko nang magtiwala? Correct? How many times you have said, hindi ko na talaga pagkakatiwalaan tong taong to? Or how many times you have this experience and the next time, you kind of profiling the next person kung magkapareho sila? Come on. Oh, agree? Diba? That you, kahilat siya niya eh, kamukha niya eh. Ganun talaga eh. Ramdam ko to eh. Kuhang-kuha kita. You getting that point? That you kind of, okay. Hi, Coach Kendra from USA. Okay. We're seeing you by third week of November. Okay, we're excited for our Master Coach Kendra coming over to Manila. Alright, so you've got this feeling that when you are open and vulnerable, you're losing your power over things. You're losing control. Right? And what happens is, you feel you are no longer able to face vulnerability, because to be vulnerable is to be able to be seen by other people for who you are and what you are. And when you allow that to happen, you feel that people are taking advantage of you, stripping you off of your very strength and power because they have already known who you are. Correct? Agree? Okay, so, but have you ever thought that being vulnerable is actually being powerful enough and say, I am not living to your standard? Come on now. Have you ever thought that being vulnerable is saying, this is who I am, and I can be vulnerable because I trust who I am? Exactly. All right? So, let me share with you, where do we draw the power, okay, of being vulnerable? Are you ready? Yes. Okay. Write in there the word vulnerable. Vulnerable. Okay. What do you get when you are vulnerable? The power of vulnerability begins with your ability with V, ability to vent. Vent, V-E-N-T. Vent. What is vent? Freely express your emotion, your thoughts, your feelings. Freely express who you are. Isn't it that when you are scared, you are afraid to be vulnerable, what do? You suppress your feelings. You don't speak your mind out. Correct? And you kind to act in a way that who you are not. Agree? Okay. Coach K. Isabala, now online. Hello, D-Cappers. Okay, all the way from Leyte. Okay, tama? When you are vulnerable, you are giving yourself the opportunity and the power to vent, the power to express your emotions clearly, freely, and openly. You allow yourself to freely speak of your mind, your ideas, your capabilities, and you are even able to freely show to the world who you are and who you are not. You are getting yourself out of the trap of being in a box of what the world expects of you. Think about it. Tahimik tayo. Okay lang, tama? Agree? Okay, if you agree with me, can you just give me some thumbs up? People in the house? Come on now. Okay. You have, when you are vulnerable, you have the power, the ability. Okay? You draw it from being able to vent. On you. Okay, what do you think is you? Okay? The power of vulnerability can be drawn by your ability to understand. You're right. When you are not vulnerable, okay, what you do, okay, is to cover up things. What you do is to sugar things. Sugarcoat, ang tawag nyo doon, di ba? You don't want to understand things because things could be very painful. Okay? Right? Sabi nila yung obvious, ayaw mong gawing obvious kasi masakit. Who can connect with me on that? How many times there are obvious things, but you don't want to look at it, and what you do is you sugarcoat it. And when you sugarcoat that, you are now stripping yourself with the ability and the capacity to understand truly, truthfully, and completely. Would you agree? Yeah. Your understanding of things now will be selective. Your understanding of situations now will be depending on how you want to understand it. Now you have all your biases. Remember we have that talk? We talk about biases. You'll have all your biases in life because you just want to see what you want to see. All the rest, I don't see it. Now, if you are selective, how could you have a full understanding of things? Okay. How many times you have turned away, run away, simply because you cannot understand things? Would you connect?
Yes.
Because it's difficult to understand. Because it's painful to understand. Because it's challenging to understand. So the power of vulnerability is rooted in your ability to understand. First yourself, and when you get to understand yourself, you get to understand how you perceive things. You've got to understand how you value things. And you've got to understand how you are making decisions that will affect yourself, the people around you, your community, and the whole range of decisions that you are making. Many times, you decide badly simply because you don't have the full understanding of things. Correct? Agree, disagree? Agree. All right. Letter L. The power of vulnerability, okay, emanates from your ability to L. What's L? Let go. Ouch! Layo. Ability to let go. Alright. Okay? The reason why you despise yourself when you become vulnerable is because you cannot let go of other people's thoughts, other people's reactions, other people's responses, other people's actions towards your vulnerability. Am I correct? Yes. That's your problem. But if you see the power that is in vulnerability, you will have the ability just to let go. Let go. Do you live for other people? Okay. Let me just read this from our Master Coach Kendra. When we don't understand, we immediately introvert into fear. I agree 100%. Right. So that's exactly what you go through when you fail to understand. But the power of vulnerability gives you the power, the ability to understand yourself, your emotions, your thought process, and really combat, as much Master Coach Kendra would say, the fear that's in you. And fear cripples, right? Fear hinders, right? Okay. You cannot control people. You cannot control their reactions. You cannot even control the way they would respond to your vulnerability. Correct? But if you want to really reap the power in vulnerability, learn the ability to let go. Because you are not living for other people, right? You are not here to please other people. Of course, as a human being, we want to be pleasant in our living. We want to coexist with people lovingly, beautifully, kindly. All right? But to live a life that is intended to please other people, that's what? Huwag na natin ituloy. Ayaw nyo, di ba? All right. Next, the power of vulnerability gives you the ability to, letter N, wild guess. N. Negate your negative self-talk. O, walang mananalo. Walang libreng deal. Right? Negate. Okay. How many of you do negative talks? Negative self-talks. You talk ill of yourself. You discount your opportunity, the possibility that is given to you. Para ba talaga sa akin to? is this really for me? Do I deserve this? Or many times you even ask the question, you say, I don't deserve this. Come on now. How many times you yourself is the one initiating the negative thoughts about yourself and you start talking it out? I'm not good enough. Okay, tanga-tanga ko, those expressions. Mali ako. I've never done things right. I always, in Tagalog you always say, ako na naman, sabi ko na nga ba. Okay? Come on now. Your self-limiting beliefs, most of the time, turns out to be verbalized. Would you agree with me? And do you think that will help you? Now, if you see the power and vulnerability, you would have the ability to negate your self-talk. So what if the people think you're not good enough? If you believe you are capable. If you have already produced. Coach, wala nga akong napatunayan. Who said so? Because first and foremost, right now, right here, where you are, whatever you're doing, wherever you are today, I will really bet on you that there is at least one thing in your life that have worked all these years. There is one thing in your life that is working. To begin with, you're able to get up every morning. So there's something working in your life. You've got food in the table. You've got clothes. You've got work. You've got education. So you've got things in your life that are working, and you just don't see it because the things that you want are not yet available. And you keep talking negatively about yourself. But when you see the power and vulnerability, you would start immediately having the ability to negate your negative self-talk. Agree, disagree? Yes? Okay, let's move to letter E. Vulnerable. V is to vent, U is to understand, L to let go, N to negate your negative self-talks, okay? I will move to letter E, but I will read this message from Coach Kendra. Okay, she said, self-fulfilling prophecies resurfaces. This is really true, okay? Those who are not either. We have to learn how to define us by the strength, so we can stand along in what we believe we are. Okay, let me just highlight that. She said, we have to learn how to define us, ourselves, by our strengths, so we can stand strong in what we believe we are. Many times, all right, we know who we are, right? Right? Yes. But can you stand strong for who you are? What if the person next to you tells you, oh, that's not true, you cannot make it, you're no good about it? It feels bad, right? Feels bad, right? But it's even worse when you are the one saying that to yourself. Okay, as Coach Kendra would say, self-prophecies. Self-talk. All right? Right? And now, if you don't see the power that's in vulnerability, what happens, okay, is the moment that some people, okay, mess up with what you are being vulnerable about, you start walling up, right? And you start talking negatively about yourself. But when you see the power, now you can negate all this negative self-talk. Move. Letter E. What's letter E? Power. Yes? Energy. Okay. The power of vulnerability, okay, gives you or emanates from the ability to empathize. Okay. Compassion, to be kind to oneself. How many times you are so mean to yourself? How many times you beat yourself when you made a mistake? Especially when you have been vulnerable and that person mess up with your vulnerability. The client I'm sharing with you, she was really beating herself to death. She said, I'm no good enough, I'm so stupid, I've done this, and this, and she cannot find the beauty in her. Many times when somebody turn around or turn his back from you, or there is a failed relationship, how many times you feel you're not good enough? And you kind to admit that your value is limited to how people look to you. and how people value you and how people treats you, right? Let me repeat that. How many times, okay, when something not really good happens, or when somebody mess up with your emotion, you kind of value yourself through the eyes of the other person. Whoever asked, sino dito nagtanong na, tinanong mo, am I not good enough? Am I not beautiful enough? Come on. Am I not intelligent enough? How many of you have doubted yourself because somebody have rejected you? At work, how many of you have really start doubting your capacity when a boss reprimanded you and the boss speak ill of you and goes deeper and really attack your inner core? Who can connect? Many people feels devastated when a boss will, irresponsibly speak ill of their employees. Right? But when you understand that the power of vulnerability gives you the ability to be compassionate to yourself. No matter what other people talks about you, no matter whatever trust they have, spill it out to you, you will be kind to yourself. Who among you here are kind to yourself? Sino dito ang mabait sa sarili? Okay. O si G, ilan lang to? Okay, who among you here will tell me, Coach, I'm kind to myself. I'm kind to the person inside of me. So, look around. How many people in the house? That's not even the majority. See? Because if you tell me yes, then I'll ask you, when was the last time you speak well of yourself? Yeah, right? We will always say this in life coaching, you cannot give what you do not have. How do you give love? You do not even love yourself. You cannot even speak well of yourself, right? Okay, can we just do some quick tests? Ready? Ready? Okay, quick. Huwag na mag-isip. Quick. Tell to the person next to you what you are good at. Come on now, move. Come on. Ano sagot niya? Ha? Coach Lynette, with what? Wait lang. Why can't you see yourself through the eyes of your daughter? Everything else is just something. Okay. Sige, I'll share it with you. Come on now, may sinabi ba? Ano daw? Anong sinabi? Ha? Writing. Okay. Many times when you are asked to introduce yourself, many times when you are asked by somebody with dignity, with posture, with clothes, and what do you do? Okay, what happens to you? Da-da-da-da-dan! What do I do? Okay. You kind of panic. You know what? This is what you do. Every day of your life, okay, we speak of gratitude, right? Okay? One thing that you always miss is being grateful to yourself. Coach Len said, ouch. Okay. I wanna read what Coach Lynette said. Okay, during the Life Coach Certification Program, I challenged Coach Lynette. Okay, Coach Lynette had so much. You can read this message in the thread, okay? I asked one question. She kept doubting herself. Who among you here doubt yourself? Okay. I asked this question to Coach Lynette, okay, during the certification program. I asked her, she remembers this. I told her, why can't you see yourself through the eyes of your daughter? And she said, I told her, because everything else is a noise. She said, everything else is a noise, right? How many of you here have children? Spouses who loves you? Okay. Can you, if you are beside that person, can you just ask the person, how do you see me? Oh, come on now. Sample. Wow. There's so much love in the house. Sample. Yeah. There is so much love in the house and you're missing it, so we really invite you to join us one of the Tuesday and Thursday. Okay. Really? You imagine that You have so much negative things to tell to yourself, and you look at yourself with so much waste and with so much mess. And here you are, there's a lot of people who loves you. Right? There's a lot of people who values you. There's a lot of people who believes in you. Right? Did you ever stop and start looking things through their eyes? Because these are the people who sees who you are. But what you do, all right, if you don't see the power and vulnerability, you want to go after the people who speak ill of you. And you wanted to earn their approval instead of you seeing yourself, your value, through the eyes of the people who loves you. If you're a parent, if you're a mother, oh, I want to challenge you. See yourself through the eyes of a kid. Yeah. How does your child sees you? If you don't have a kid, you have a spouse, talk to your spouse. Ask your spouse, how do you see me? Yan. Dali magtanong. Okay? Empathy, compassion, to be kind to oneself. All right. R, would you like to guess? Power. Okay, power and vulnerability is having the ability to respect yourself. Right? Why? Respect yourself so you can value and receive value. Okay. If you cannot respect yourself, okay, because you don't see your value, you cannot also value other people. And if you cannot respect and see your value, how in the world will you expect people to value you? How many times you complain that people don't value you? People don't see your worth. People don't see what you can do. People don't appreciate you, right? Correct. How many times you complain that? But my question is, do you appreciate yourself? Do you see your value? Or at the very least, do you respect yourself? Respect yourself enough that you protect yourself from ill words, from arrogant people, from situation that damages you and your family, your relationship? Do you respect yourself, your love, your life, your family, that you will not allow an intruder to mess up with your marriage? Come on now. Do you respect your privacy, that you will not post to Facebook anything that will just damage what you value? Come on now. At tumahimik tayong lahat. Sinong tinamaan? Smile tayo. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. Next, letter A. The power of vulnerability lies in your ability to be what? Authentic. Authenticity. Authenticity to be who you really are. Oh, let me ask you this question. How much do you know yourself? In a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you really know yourself? 10 daw, 10. Ha? Ilan? 1 to 10? 8? Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much the people next to you or the people in your family, the people in your workplace knows you? What is the gap? If you know yourself, by level 10, your spouse, alam ka rin ba niya by 10? Can your spouse, can your partner, can your children see you the way who you are? Okay? Many times there's a disconnect. Okay? Some people will tell you, this is who you are, even on a positive note, but you kind to reject it because you don't know that value. Or sometimes you inject, this is who I am. And here's your spouse, your partner, your accountability partner telling you, this thing is an area of life that needs to be improved. Come on now. Okay? Some people are well-meaning. They tell you. They express it to you. They share it to you. In the light, in the hope that you will really improve, be a better version of yourself. But because you don't know who you are, you are not living an authentic life, you kind to reject that. And you even despise the people who are well-meaning. You know, that's what happened when you are growing up, and here's your family members, here's your family telling you some things, and you always take it as a reprimand. If you have a boss, who got a boss here? Got a boss, come on now. And your boss will tells you during evaluation areas for improvement, and instead of you accepting it, instead of you taking it positively, you despise it. You argue and you say, no, that's not true. Yes, agree? Connect? Guilty as charged? Okay, but the thing is, if you are authentic of who you are, and you hear these words, you hear this criticism, you hear these words from people, and you are harnessing and using the power of vulnerability, then you can really stand and say, all right, this thing I have to look into because this is for my improvement. This will make me a better person. 9. According to Coach Kendra, 9 positive, but it's only because I learned to be vulnerable with myself. Absolutely. Vulnerability. Yes? Okay, letter B. The power of vulnerability is having the ability to be, wild guess. Wild guess? Meron. G? Wild guess. Brave. To be bold. What is boldness? To be courageous, to be courageously imperfect. To me, being bold is to be courageously imperfect. If you agree with me, can you just give me some thumbs up? Yeah. That's, to me, is being bold. Okay? For you to be courageously imperfect. Some people take it as, I'm bold enough to tell you what's wrong with you. I'm bold enough to tell you your mistake. I'm bold enough, No. If you are bold, you are courageous to be imperfect. Because you can say, this is my imperfections, but here I am with all my beautiful things. The things that I can do, the things I can share, the things that I can impact the world with. You don't hide your imperfections. You stand on there because your imperfections is what makes you perfect. Come on now. Look through your heart. Can you see your imperfections? Can you see your imperfections? Do you know that your imperfections makes you even a better person when you recognize that? Yeah. There's power in it. When you're able to embrace your imperfections. I have a lot of that. I do. If you ask me, I'll tell you a lot of that. But my imperfections are really the very strength and the core of my being. And I'll tell you, I'm imperfect with this. I don't know this. Many people would just tell you, he knows everything. They know everything, right? Nakakita na kayo know-it-all na tao? Yes. Have you met someone, know-it-all? Yes. Tapos galit na galit pag pinagsasabi na tinutulungan? Yes. Parang nakakabawas ng dangal. May nanonood pa lang Amerikano, sorry na. You know that feeling? That when you just like, everything that you will tell that person will tell you, yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay. I know, right? Okay. I would like to suggest, I've tried that. Okay. Where is that coming from? It's because you are so scared. Okay, you are so scared to show your imperfections. You see? Only a courageous person, only a person who is bold enough can be courageous and say, here's my imperfections, and this is part of who I am. Yes? Agree? Down on my last, L and E. Okay. The power of vulnerability is having the ability to love the real you. Mama, how many points do you have? Okay. Love the. All right. So we go back to A. Who you are. Who are you loving? Are you loving the person who is a product of all the suggestions of the world? Are you loving the person who is cosmetically done? Ouch. Yeah. Come on now, ladies in the house. Take off your cosmetic, take of all the things that you're putting in your face. All right. Face the mirror. Can you tell that person, I love you? I see your value. I see your worth, right? Okay. All the single women or all the women, okay, once you get married, you have children, you start gaining weight. Can you tell that person in front of the mirror and say, with all your body shape now, you are still beautiful? Okay, or you kill yourself to all the diet simply because you are so fearful that you are losing your skinny jeans. And you don't want even to give and bless people with your skinny jeans because you are believing you will still be skinny. Hello, it's been 10 years that skinny jeans is in your cabinet. So what do? Give it away. Be a blessing. Come on now. Come on now. No, that's my inspiration, coach, that I will be skinny again. Hey. Women, you have to understand, as we grow old, there are metabolism. Okay, I don't want to talk about science. I'm not really good at science, all right? Not really. Okay, well, I can learn, but all I'm saying, love your face, love yourself, love your shape, love your color, love your hair. Hey, you're beautiful. Tell the person next to you, I'm beautiful. Sabi mo na. With conviction. Yeah, tell the person next to you, I'm beautiful. Yeah. You are beautiful so you can walk beautifully. Come on now. Agree? He doesn't want to believe. Okay. You know, we've seen people who's oozing with confidence. Not those people bragging about self, but really those people who are with confidence that no matter how they look, no matter their educational background, they're so full of confidence. You love to be with these people. You love to be surrounded by these people. They're very, very humble to say, hey. What you see is what you get. Isn't it beautiful to have these people around? Come on now. If I ask you, what kind of people do you want to be surrounded of? People who would have all this make-believe about themselves, or a person that would just be so humble and tell you, this is who I am? Yeah. You know, some people would ask me, Coach, can I be a coach? Why would you not? Why could you not? Because I'm not perfect. Because I am like this, I am like that, and I'm like, who said so? I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that in our pre-qualification. Our Master Coach Kendra, the founder and CEO of the Institute, is watching. We don't pre-qualify people based on that. What we want, what we're looking for, are people who are who have the ability, the readiness to invest money and time to embark in this journey. But we never ask, are you perfect? Are you beautiful? What are your academic accomplishments? We don't ask that way. Okay, she said, the skinny jeans, I'm getting back in those skinny jeans. Oh, I would like to see that. Okay, in November. Okay, she'll be in skinny jeans, my goodness. I'm challenged. All right? Love the real you, but this will not be in effect and being enforced if you don't know the real you. I think that's a challenge here. It's easy to say, I love myself, right? But do you really love the real you? The real you with all the imperfections. And finally, letter E. All right. The power and vulnerability gives you the ability to what? Evolve. Embrace yourself. Come on now, letter E. Google. Empower. Huh? Encourage. Ano pa? Enjoy life. Enjoy life. Power of vulnerability gives you the ability to enjoy life. Because you are no longer defined by the world and the society outside of you. You are no longer boxed with expectations. You are no longer limited by your self-limiting beliefs and thought process. You are no longer a victim. You are no longer a product of the past. You are who you are today. and your life begins every day you wake up. The past is gone. Yesterday is over. You sleep today, today is over. So you got it today as your present. That's why you call it present, right? This is your gift. Every day you wake up, you can enjoy life when you see the power in vulnerability. You have the power to enjoy life because you have the ability to vent, you have the ability to express your emotions freely, you have the ability to understand yourself, the things, the way, the world around you. You have the ability to let go, whether it's bad or good. There are good things that you have to let go if it's no longer serving their purpose in your life. Agree? You have the ability to negate your negative self-talk. You have the ability to empathize. And what is empathize? To have that compassion, to be kind to yourself. You have the ability to respect yourself so you can value yourself and you value others. You have the ability to be authentic, to be who you are. You have the ability to be bold, to be courageously imperfect, and you have also the ability to love the real you, because at the end of the day, we are called to enjoy life, harnessing the power of vulnerability. Good night, everyone. This is Coach A. I'll see you